Alright guys, I want to take a quick look at the Uncle Seiko bracelets that Larry sent me over there. And spoiler alert, I just want to say I'm a big fan of what he's doing. And I think this is good for the Seiko community, and this is what happens when you have a true Seiko fanboy like most of us actually put some time and effort and his money into making products for everybody, for all the vintage collectors and for the current models, which a lot of them are similar. And in many cases they use the same bracelet, maybe with some adjusting of the end links, which I'm going to get into that here in a moment. So I'm going to start with, I think, probably one of his current biggest hits, and this is the reproduction of the z199 bracelet, which is arguably one of the most sought after, and many would say Seiko's best bracelet they've ever made. So, and this is Uncle Seiko's version of it, which I have never personally handled a z199, but from everything I've read and heard, this is a extremely good version of it. So he does have the hollow end links, which, you know, I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that prefer the solid end links when they come to bracelets, but when you're trying to keep true to tradition, I think it's fine to go hollow. Also, when you go hollow, it's easier to fine tune and adjust your end links to fit your case, you know, depending on which model you go with. So, you know, that's something that's never really talked about. If you have a solid end link, you're locked into what it is. You have to do machining to adjust it. With the hollow ones, you can do a little bit of tweaking here and there, and you can get them dialed right in so that it fits the case perfectly. And I'm the type of guy, when I throw a bracelet on a watch, that bracelet stays on there, and that's a done deal. So this guy is 22 millimeter. And then it tapers down to an extreme 16 millimeter, so it feels really good on wrist. And the links are done very good, as you can see. They're screwed links. They were a little tough to get in and out, but not anything that you're going to have super big problem with. I love the clasp on this. I'm so used to the fold-over style, but I think this is more of the traditional Z199 style, and has an insane amount of micro adjust on there. So anybody's going to be able to make this thing fit their wrist. So I'll give you a wrist shot of it real quick. There it is on a newer SKX, and on my just under 7 1/4 wrist. Really good job. Big fan of this. So now I want to talk about the beads of rice. And he has a few other bracelets, and I'll touch on that. But this beads of rice one, I really like this one. Like, I could definitely see just wearing this one. I'm not a purist like a lot of Seiko fans are, where they're going to want that Z199 to stay authentic, especially if they have a vintage style one, or if they're going to try to make their current model SKX look like a vintage one. That's the bracelet you're going to want to swipe. I am not a purist, and I do like a little bit of bling. So when you have all that polished rice section in the center there, and then the brushed on the outside, this is definitely up my alley. And this is a 22 millimeter. Again, hollow end link, so you can get it dialed right in. Although when I first put this one on, it fits like perfect. It would need no adjustment for this SKX case. And then it tapers down to a 20 millimeter. This has a little bit more standard, modern clasp that most of us are used to. You're going to have the fold over with the double pushers, and then you have a milled fold over there. So really good looking bracelet. Now this one is push pins, which worked out really good for sizing. I can, strangely enough, for most people, you know, they prefer the screw links, but I can size a standard push pin bracelet probably twice as fast as I can size a screw link one. I don't know why. I don't know if I just have it down pat, or if I'm lucky or good or whatever it is. I kind of prefer the push pins when it comes to like sizing, but once it's sized, I don't really care. So I'll give you a wrist shot of this guy. That one looks, I like that one. That looks great. And then over, if you go to the Uncle Seiko, I'll put a link in the description, but if you go over to his website, really nice, well done website, but he has, oh, pricing. This Z199 is only $69. That's super affordable for a bracelet. That's, I don't even know how he does it. I mean, I kind of know how he does it because, you know, they're manufactured in China, I'm sure. But and then those beads of rice, this is only $79. Super fast shipping. Larry's super easy to deal with, awesome guy. Like I said, he's a Seiko fan, so he gets excited seeing his product out there, and he wants people to be happy. If you have any issues, you contact him, and I'm sure you guys will be able to work something out. But he also has, like, you know, president style bracelets and oyster style bracelets, and he does what I prefer. You guys have heard me talk about it, where that end link, the way the first link's going to the end link, you know, you can get the bracelet to lay flat like that. So you have that first link as a pivot point. That's the way, as far as I can tell on his website, it looks like both the oyster and the president style bracelets do that. So if you're looking for the bracelets for super affordable, because even those ones I think are $60 to $70, somewhere in that range, super affordable. And many of those actually have solid end links because they're designed for, you know, specific cases. And then you're still going to get that fold over like that, and then they have a nice drape too. So very good bracelets. I'm looking forward to trying some more. And he's got another one that's called like a razor blade bracelet or something that's supposed to be coming out soon. I'm definitely going to snag one of those too. So you can see here, this is how you do a beads of rice right here. You want all individual pieces. I cannot believe that this bracelet is only $79. I'm very, very excited about this bracelet. And then, you know, for all the purists, I know you guys have to be like insanely excited to get one of these Z199s. I mean, I don't know how many he has or about selling out or anything like that. But if you're looking to stay, because they're, you know, from what I understand, to find a actual Seiko Z199, you're talking, they're like, I think $200 if you can find them. So I don't know. It would be fine to, you know, keep that on your radar for the purist if you want to snag one up eventually. But in the meantime, just go to Uncle Seiko and grab one of these, because this is very well done. Very well done. So let me know if you guys have any questions or if you want to see some more of the other bracelets. I'll get a hold of Larry and I will definitely grab some more, bring them in for review. And it's exciting to me to see a Seiko fan making Seiko products for the other Seiko fans. So very, very good job. Hopefully you guys check them out. Thanks.